welcome. This yoga class will help to stretch the entire lower leg and foot. Feel free to have some props nearby, like a few pillows or blocks, in case you'd like to modify. We'll begin laying and just placing the right ankle to the top of that left thigh, circling the foot. So just feeling out all the clicks and ticks here. And when you're ready, we'll gently release and grab the back of the right thigh. Flexing the right foot, begin to draw that heel up towards the sky, straightening the right leg. Now, feel free, if this is a bit too intense, you can place a strap around the right foot, or you can keep a nice generous bend in that knee. Just as long as you continue to feel that stretch throughout the foot, the calf. And of course, feel free to skip any poses that do feel a bit too intense. No rules here, honoring the body. And we'll gently release. Placing that left ankle to the top of the right thigh and just finding some movement within the foot, circling the foot. Whenever you're ready, we'll hug that knee in towards the chest, grabbing the back of the left thigh. Flexing the left foot as you draw that heel up towards the sky. Again, feel free to keep a generous bend in the knee, or you can even use a strap around the foot. We'll gently release. Whenever you're ready, we'll come up to a tabletop pose, tucking the toes and just reaching the hands towards the top of the mat, sitting the hips towards your heels. Now you can stay right here if this is enough, or you can begin to come all the way up to a seated position. Option to gently find some movement, gently rocking side to side, only if it feels okay today. And we'll gently untuck the toes, this time sitting on the heels with the toes untucked. This might be a bit intense and too much of a stretch, or just the right amount of stretch for many. So feel free to take the knees a little further apart and placing blocks or even folded blankets or pillows between the legs and the feet, so that you have a little more height, less intensity on the legs and the feet. Now you can stay right here, or you can lean back, lifting the knees off the mat. Again, this is a bit more advanced, so only do this when you feel ready. If this is too intense, you can also play around with modifications, placing a pillow underneath the feet and shins. This will add a little cushion and less of a stretch. You can also have more of a restorative experience here by placing pillows underneath the knees. This will give you more height in the front and give you that nice stretch where you're still able to sit here calmly. Taking time to breathe here, focusing on the stretch, observing more, reacting less. If you feel like it's hard to sit here, you're just going too far into the pose, know that in time it's going to happen, so really honoring the body. We'll gently release. We'll come into a tabletop pose. Feel free to take a moment, shake out the feet. We'll straighten out the left leg, tucking the left toes and just pressing into that left heel, almost like you're pressing it into a wall. Now you can kind of move forward and back, just find that little motion here, getting into the calf. You can even move your hands a little further up. And then we'll switch sides. So just straightening the right leg, tucking the right toes. Again, feel free to find some movement forward and back. We'll gently release, sending the hips towards the heels, forehead or cheek to the mat for child's pose. Feel free to have the hands reaching forward or just resting by your sides. You can also modify here, placing pillows between the hips and heels and underneath the torso for added height and support. Just taking a moment here to check in with the body, notice how the body's feeling. We'll draw the breath into the chest. And as you exhale, softening the shoulders, the upper back. Allowing the arms to be heavy, hands to be heavy. Drawing the breath into the belly, expanding the lower back. As you exhale, softening the hips, the knees, the feet. We'll gently round up. Take your time. Placing your hands on your thighs, palms facing up. Giving yourself some gratitude for showing up to the mat today. It is always the hardest part of the practice is coming to the mat, and you did it. Know that this space is here for you anytime that you need. We'll inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Thank you for joining. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on future videos and live streams.